Hi, I am Felicia Tappan of Slow Foods Kitchen, and I'm here today to share plant-based eating and how easy it is to do things, and it's really not that difficult. So, you know how it works. If you really like what you're seeing and you want to keep up with us, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you every Friday. We try to do videos. So today, we're going to do a kale salad, and I want you to stay tuned later for the next video, which will be a salad dressing to put on it. So this is a chopped kale salad. Now kale, we always use curly leaf kale, because one thing about the curliness is that your salad dressing and stuff is going to get into the little nooks and crannies and just be better. So, and when we use kale, when we make our kale chips, we always remove this tough center stem. But if you're chopping it and you like it, you can leave it in. But this is the easy way to do it. Turn it upside down, hold the stem, put one finger on one side, a thumb on the other side, and then just go just like that. Stem out, like that. Hold it. Get it a little started. Sometimes you get started, but then you just pull it, and that hard stem comes out. So we're doing 5 cups, roughly, of chopped kale. I've got a couple cups in there already. I'm going to put a little bit of that. So this is how I chop my kale. Once I get it on the board, I kind of crunch it. I make a little roll out of it, hold it tight, and then I take my knife and just, about every quarter inch or so, just give a little slice, 1/3 of an inch, however you like it. And then I'm going to do a couple times down the middle, because we don't want it too little. And then we're going to pour it in the bowl. And the next thing we do, according to the recipe, is we're going to massage a little, we have coconut oil, right? This calls for a teaspoon of coconut oil. Where'd the coconut oil go there, partner? Teaspoon. So what the coconut oil is going to do, it's going to massage it into the kale, and it's actually going to make the kale soften up. And especially for if you're trying to get children to eat kale, they're going to be a lot happier with softened. So this calls for a teaspoon. I have a 1/4 teaspoon measure here. So I'm just going to do a couple of big blobs of that. It doesn't take, coconut oil goes a long way. You don't need near as much coconut oil as you would other oils. Now, this is not a COVID glove, by the way. This is, let's keep our food clean and safe from our oily hands. And it looks good on camera, right? So we have a little oil in here, and we're just going to mush it and mush it. Don't be afraid to hurt the kale, because what you're kind of crushing the kale a little bit and getting the oil on the kale, and at the same time it's going to soften the kale. So that's what we're going to do. Don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Just once you see the kale's all got a nice shiny coat to it, it does also make it look prettier, and the coconut gives it a nice flavor. Now we're using just a Walmart's cheap organic brand. I prefer Spectrum when I'm out shopping at a high quality health food store. I always buy Spectrum virgin cold pressed coconut oil. So that's done. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to chop about 2 cups of broccoli. Now I don't want to throw food away, so I'm just going to slice these in thin slices until I get close to the green flower heads, and then I'm going to chop it, especially these stem parts. Chop them a little smaller, make them easier to eat, and it gives your salad also crunch. I don't know about you, but I like crunch in my salads. I'm gonna get this coconut out of your way. You might not can see what I'm doing as well, right? Let's get this out of the way. Coconut gone. Okay, now we're gonna take I said recipe calls for 2 cups, and I probably have more than 2 cups here, but hey, who's measuring? About every 1/3 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, I'm just chopping away, and then I'm gonna kind of a more rough chop the other direction. And you know, I find cooking for a husband for 30 years that some guys are rough chop guys and some guys are fine chop. So if you're cooking for a family, it's kind of like, what is your family like? Rough chop, fine chop, and that's how you chop it. Because you want the family to be happy, right? Now we're going to have a half a cup of sliced almonds, which is basically, I know that in my tight hand, that's a quarter of a cup. And do that twice. Well, we've got half a cup of sliced almonds, just like that. Then we're going to have 1/2 of a shredded carrot. Now, when I like to use for carrots, I always use the baby carrots because baby carrots are much sweeter and much more tender. Well, big carrots are good, but so a half a carrot on the baby carrots is going to be 4 to 6 of these guys. So I love my, what I call it, a planer grater, which is, I always use it when I'm using fresh garlic. I just rub my fresh garlic over here, get it down as much as I can. So basically it's going to add some nice color and a little sweetness to the salad. Because carrots are sweet. Look how fast that is on this planer. Sometimes my planers, when I've used them for a long time, I will actually have to go in with something small and poke out the little blades. You know, sometimes they get pushed in over time. I actually will poke them back out and my planer is good to go again. But this one I've used for many years and I've never had to do that to this one. I have done it in the past. So there's 4 of those little baby carrots. Ah, baby carrots done. Okay, now the next ingredient is a 1/4 cup of diced red onions. You could use any kind of onion, but a red onion, actually red onions are really good for high blood pressure, more than other onions. And they have a nice, much stronger oniony flavor. You could use white onions if you're not a fan of a good strong onion. So it's fine. Or if that's all you got in the fridge, you could use white. You could even use green onions. I find that the white part of the green onion is very flavorful. I would use the whole thing though if I was going to use the green. So that's approximately 1/4 cup. Now, this recipe calls for sunflower seeds. I'm going to leave them out because it's my personal preference. Sunflower seeds are a little bitter, so I usually leave them out. And it also calls for craisins. Well, we have craisins around here somewhere. They're coming, they're on the way. There they are by airmail. 1/4 cup. So once again, that's one. I like a lot of craisins, so here we go, personal preference. That looks even better. Now, that's it. We're done. All we do now, let's look at how pretty and colorful that is. We're just going to stir it up. You could eat it with any kind of salad dressing you wanted. You could put a fresh squeeze of lemon juice on there. It would be really good. Or lime. I really like lime on my salads. And we're done. So we're going to call this done for the video. Like and subscribe and stay tuned for an awesome orange vinaigrette based salad dressing that we're going to put on here. Bye. We're going. Hello, it's Video Friday.
Okay, now I need a picture. Show me with you.
Yum, 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 eat them up.
Tell me about your salad.
My salad is yummy. It's got crunch because we used the stems of the broccoli. We put sliced almonds, that gives it crunch. If you like more crunch, add in some other seeds like sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, whatever you got in the cabinet. It's going to be good. It's your favorite. Your favorite is what makes it good, so that's what you put in. But this is a base. stay tuned for that awesome salad dressing we're going to put on it. Bye.